Hey my beautiful Gemini peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and welcome in here to your rest of March and early April tarot reading. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Do want to say as always before we start, if you're interested in a personal read, you can check out my website. Can I hit the button? Hold on a second. Here we go. Here it is. If you want to check out my website, feel free to CancerMoonsTarot.com. You can book me there. Link in the description box below. How you guys doing though, man? How you feeling? We got the eclipse coming up, Mercury retrograde, so you guys are ruled by Mercury. Could be a bit of an intense time, or it could be a thriving time. You know, I knew a Gemini personally who used to be actually be one of the OG readers, if you will, on YouTube back in the day. Super cool dude, miss him. But he was a Gemini, and he used to thrive a lot during Mercury retrograde. So shout out to him. I miss him. His channel's not even here anymore, but really great dude. So I hope he comes back one day. Anyhow, though, let's get on into it and see what we got going on here for our Gemini gang. What's popping in for this remainder of time of March into early April? Let's check it out. Starting out here with the overall energy. Boom! 7 of Pentacles coming into play for you. Figuring out, you know, where you want to make your proper investments, right? What do you want to do with what you're doing now? Where do you want to invest your money? Where do you want to invest your health? Where do you want to invest your happiness? You're trying to get it all figured out. I think, though, you're trying to figure it out because maybe you don't have it figured out currently, and that's okay. You know, I tell people all the time, you don't have to have everything figured out, but ultimately you're wondering, like, all right, what's going to grow the most in my life and what's going to grow in the right direction for me? So let's take a look here at the main focus. What's going to be the main focus here for Gemini moving throughout the rest of this time frame? What is going to be the main focus here for Team Gemini? And we have here the Queen of Wands. I need to stick with something. I need to empower myself to stay on the path with something. And if I commit, I'm going to make it successful. So maybe some of you are saying to yourselves, okay, when it comes to work, I have had no idea what I'm going to do, but I need to pick something and run with it. If I really commit to it, I can be 100% successful. If I really commit to this relationship, this could be a great relationship and a great opportunity. If I really commit to this path, then I 100% can see transformation and results. So I feel like getting yourself to the finish line has been a bit difficult because you've had a hard time kind of choosing where should I go. You've been a little bit lost, and that's okay. Getting lost is fun because inevitably you get found. And I feel like you are being found here in the month, throughout the rest of March here, early April. You are being found here, but you're saying to yourself, I just need to pick something and roll with it, right? Even if it's not going to be for me forever, at least for now, I have something that I could see that I'm doing, that I'm setting my focus on, and that I'm working with. So that's really important for sure. Let's see how you're going to navigate this focus, Gemini. So how are Geminis going to navigate this focus throughout the rest of this time period? We have here the Temperance card. Cool. Having a positive attitude. We have here the King of Wands, focusing on what intrigues you and interests you the most in this time period. And lastly, the Magician, making sure you show up, exactly hitting all the points that I was previously talking about with you guys. So to make this a little bit clearer of what I'm trying to say is, coming into this time, you're basically saying to yourself, okay, I felt a little bit lost in my life. I'm not 100% certain where I'm going, but I need to do something, right? So maybe in one area, because it doesn't have to be your whole life. It could be a certain area of life. It could be your career, your love life, your personal path, right? So if you haven't known where you were going in an area of life, you're saying, all right, let's do something. Let's take action, because action is what creates everything for you. When you start getting stagnant, nothing's going to be moving. So let's use career as an example. I've had no idea what job I wanted, but here's one that kind of intrigues me the most here with the King of Wands. So let me pick the one that interests me and intrigues me the most. Let me hunker down and put a lot of energy into this. Let me put my investment into this and let me really commit and show up. If I do that, then not only will I no longer be stagnant in my career, but I can pave a way for myself. And here's the thing. You don't have to commit to this forever. If you one day realize, hey, this career no longer interests me, you can jump into the next one that catches your attention. And that's the cool part about always staying in motion, always staying in action. Action will always provide results, and it will always open up doorways, aka opportunities for something better. But if we're doing nothing, then we're only going to be in that energy of stagnancy period. So if you want to get the ball rolling and opportunities to open, you always got to be in motion. So Geminis, you're getting back in motion here, baby. Immediately I thought, we are the boys in motion. But you're getting back in motion here, guys, okay? Which is super cool, and I feel like it's really, really going to help you out. And it feels good to kind of get like back into the groove of things and have a pace in some area of life. You know, if you didn't know where you were personally going, doing something with your life feels good again. You know, if you didn't know about work, it's like having a job feels good again. If you didn't know what you were doing personally, what you wanted to focus on for goals, just picking a goal and sticking with it feels good because you're being preoccupied, and it's going to open up doorways for you in the future. Cool. All right, let's go ahead here and continue, Gemini. We're going to hop on in and see what good things are happening for you throughout the rest of this time frame. So what good stuff and good things are coming in here for Gemini throughout the rest of March into early April. Let's go ahead here and have a look. First card coming out for you is going to be the Death card. Changes are happening. I love it. And we have here a Knight of Pentacles. Cool. So Death and the Knight of Pents. Slowly but surely, things are going to start changing for you for the better. Okay, so these are the good things that are happening here. So what that means is as you're starting to take action in your life again, it might not be perfect overnight, but it's definitely getting better by the day. Okay, so if you have felt stagnantized in life, it feels great getting back into a very energetic and quick, fast-paced place. A lot of the Geminis I know, maybe this might not be you, maybe it is you, most Geminis I know, they love being super fast-paced. So if they have a job, they want it to be boom, 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 go, 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 you know? If they are focusing on trying to elevate themselves, they want to do as much as possible. They love staying on task, and you guys love being in an energy of like a very fast, quick moving pace. So even though changes might be a bit slow, if you keep on working as hard as possible on your situation, it's going to happen for you inevitably. So changes are happening here in a very steady rate. Could be a little slow, but it's steady. Moving forward, what else do we got here in terms of good things? Eight of Wands showing up here, and the Queen of Cups showing up here. Cool. Yeah, how you're feeling starts to rapidly change too. You know, you went from being stagnant, unhappy, unfulfilled to like, I feel good again, dude. So throughout the rest of this time period, you feel good within yourself again. You know, your confidence is restored. You're in much more of a positive mood. You feel a lot more excited about your day and about the adventures of your day. So it's kind of nice to feel that again. You know, I know what it's like to feel super stagnant in an area of life and just be like, this sucks, you know? I don't feel motivated to do anything. I feel unhappy. I feel bored. But when you're in a space where you're stimulated, it feels really, really good to just do what you're going to do. Have a schedule, have an idea of what's happening, right? So you're getting back on track here, guys. And emotionally, you're feeling much, much better, okay? Because trust me, when you're in a stagnant place, that can take such a hit and such a toll on your emotions. So just to have that stimulation feels really, really good, okay? Moving along here forward, Gems, what else do we got in store for you of good things coming in throughout the rest of March, early April? We got here a Nine of Swords showing up paired with a Nine of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're not in a space anymore of anxiety either, because there's not a worry about where things are going. You have a plan, you have a footing. You know, if you didn't know what the heck you were doing with work, having a job now is like, I don't have to be concerned about that. I have a job now, you know, I know what I'm doing with work. I know what my schedule and what my hours are and when I'm showing up and what I'm doing. So it's nice to have a footing and to know what's coming next, rather than to just be in the unknown. The unknown sucks. So ultimately here, the anxiety you were experiencing previously of not knowing where you were going or where things were going is no longer there. You're pretty much feeling very comfortable and very well easily adjusted to your new schedule. Considering Geminis are mutable, you're very adaptable. So you're super adaptable here to your new situation, which feels great. Anything else? Any kind of closing remarks here of some good things happening for Gems throughout the rest of their time period before we continue to the other stuff? We have here a Hierophant, and we have here a High Priestess. I like it. Yeah, you're going to feel really committed here to whatever this is, guys. So if it's a new relationship, or if you're trying to commit to a relationship with somebody, you're really committed and devoted. If it's a job, you're committed and devoted. If it's a personal goal, you're committed and devoted, dude. Like, you're on par with what you want to see happen. And that feels awesome. There's literally no other way for me to put it. Okay, so I like it, guys. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. Just a quick synopsis of the read, y'all. Like I said, coming into the overall energy, Seven of Pentacles, you're ready to make investments. You're ready to invest your energy in something. And I think you've been so tired of the lack of investment that it's like, I need to really commit to something in life. I can't be stagnant any longer. So you're making that commitment. You're showing up. You're putting in the work and effort. It's doing wonders for you mentally. You don't feel very drained anymore or and demotivated. It's like, I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to roll. I know what I'm doing. And that stimulation is really helping you out. So I feel like mentally, physically, you are looking a heck of a lot better already in this time frame. Now, Gems, let's go ahead and see if there's any kind of challenge showing up here for you throughout the remainder of your month, moving into early April. Is there any kind of challenge that Gemini may come across throughout this time period? We have here the Emperor. So Emperor showing up here could be a card of control. Tell me why the Emperor is coming in. Clarify the Emperor for me. And we have here the Ten of Cups. Interesting. I feel like the Ten of Cups could be people that you are closest to, could be family, could be romantic partner, could be friends, but these are people whose opinions you trust. These are people who you love and care for. Watch out for them stepping into more of a dictating kind of place, because I feel like some of you may find that to be a challenge or a struggle, where you may feel uncomfortable that while you're choosing what you want to do, if others have a problem with it, you might feel like, whoa, well then do I have to listen to them? Now, this is not going to resonate to every Gemini, because not every challenge does. But at the end of the day, you might have someone in your life who's unhappy with the way you're doing things now. If you got a new job, maybe they don't like this new job. If you are setting yourself up for a new goal, and it doesn't, fit the criteria of what they want for you, maybe they're unhappy with this. So if this portion of the reading resonates, take it. If it doesn't, completely discard it as we move on to the next. But I'm just going to say one thing. If this is what's resonating with you right now, do not be concerned with what other people want for you, with what other people want you to do. It is your life, and it is your shoes, and you're the one who's walking in your own life. Okay? So don't let other people influence you here at this time. Do your best here to avoid other people's influence and focus on what feels right and what feels good. Because this month is to stay focused on what's working for you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Not about what works for other people. Period. So Geminis, don't let this Emperor energy get in the way. And also remember too, if somebody here is disguising love with control, that's not love. And that's not the right kind of person for you. So if you start to come into the conclusion that you're connecting with a person who's disguising love as control, it ain't love, baby. It's control. So get controlling Sally out of here and make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who have the genuine support for you. All right, let's keep it moving forward. Now, what I'm going to see here now, Gemini, is anything you may want to avoid moving throughout the rest of this time. So is there anything that Gemini may want to avoid during this time frame, please? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. First card coming out, Eight of Pentacles, and we're pairing that here with the Four of Swords. Try to do your best to not get off your course. Whatever it is you're working on, continue working on it. Try not to veer off your course. Try not to, get to a point where if you had a set consistent schedule where you end up getting off that schedule, try to stay as consistent as possible. If you have made a deal with yourself of like, I'm really going to commit to this job I have, stay committed, don't call out, don't take days off. If you need it, if you're sick or something of that nature, if it's within reason for sure, but if it's not within reason, don't do that. I feel here also, Gemini, like continue to set out to do what you said you were going to do. Like there's no other way for me to, I guess, portray this message. That's what it's saying here. So make sure you do what you set out to do. All right. Is there anything else Gemini wants to avoid, please? We have here a Two of Cups, and we have here a Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot, I guess, coming out about deceptive people in your life, because this energy here in the challenge was a pretty deceptive person. What was the deception? It was somebody disguising love as control. So really try to be on your A game in awareness of the types of people you're dealing with. If you're dealing with people who's got a plan of their own and they're not very genuine towards you, you might want to watch out for that. If there are individuals here who just have an off-putting feeling about them, or if you feel like they're off-putting to you for some reason, investigate it. Pretty much your awareness is going to be key throughout the rest of your time period here. So, just really watch out for who you're around. really try to take in how you feel around them, really try to take in their motives, really try to take in their intentions. Because I feel like not all Geminis, but for some of y'all, you got someone around you who may not have the best intentions. So if you feel like things are off, I'm not saying you have to cut off this person inherently, but maybe limit what you tell them. You know, if you notice that you're expressing your happiness with a particular person and they find a way to avoid talking about your happiness, or if they find a way to put you down, or if you're connecting with somebody who doesn't know how to like support you, but they always bring everything back to themselves, because I am seeing an energy of like a conceited person too, like somebody who only, like a narcissistic vibe, like they only care about what's going good for them and not for you. You might want to be mindful of that energy too. So just word to the wise, tap into your awareness this month. Be careful of some of the people you connect with. One of my favorite things I've ever heard was from Lulu I Love, House of Oshun. You know, she said, not everybody wants to hear your good news, and it's very true. So be really careful with, you know, holding your tongue around certain people who you get a bad feeling or a bad vibe from, because they may not be wishing you the best. They may be sending that hate and pouring haterade in their Wheaties in the morning. So you just want to watch out for that kind of energy. Okay. All right, guys, give me one moment and we'll continue. I'm going to check out maybe one or two more spreads of what you may want to avoid at this time. Okay. And we'll see what's up. So is there anything else here for Gemini that they may want to avoid throughout the rest of this time period, please? End of March, early beginning of April. We have here an Ace of Wands, and we have here a Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're already in a period of a new beginning, guys. Don't start a new beginning, end a new beginning, and start a new one. You have a pretty big repetitive message of saying, stay on your course. Stay the course on your path. Don't veer off. Okay? I keep seeing that popping up for you, so that must mean it's pretty important, okay? So I chose this job, commit to it. I chose this person, invest in them. There's a reason why you made that choice. So don't doubt your choices of what you've chosen to commit to. Continue to steer the course and stay the course. Do not veer away from it. All right? All right. Let's go ahead and move forward. We're going to take a look here at career and finance. Let's start with career first and see what's coming up here for Gemini. So what do we got for Geminis via career? What's showing up here for them? First card out, Seven of Cups. Looking at the next part, we have here a Ten of Pentacles, and we have here a Devil. Interesting. Now, Seven of Cups could represent multiple options and choices in career. So some of you might be seeing that you have a lot of different choices to take. Ten of Pentacles here says, though, there's one that stands out more than the other. And the Devil card showing up here could say that there may be some temptation to choose certain jobs over the other, but you want to go with what feels the best. Tell me about this Devil. Why do we have the Devil showing up here? What is this temptation about, I guess? Four of Wands, Six of Wands. So this kind of goes back to what I mentioned to you previously. If you guys are dealing with a person who's trying to be influencing of you or controlling of you, you may have someone who's like, yo, Gemini, you should really be doing this career rather than what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Don't listen to them, okay? It could even be your parents. And listen, love your parents, respect your parents, but at the end of the day, you don't need to take into account how they want you to live your life, right? You weren't born to live your life in their image. You were born to live your life in yours. Let's say you're a young person who's maybe in college right now, who's watching my tarot video, and your mom and dad are like, hey, we want you to be a neurosurgeon. And you're like, well, I don't want to fucking do that. Don't do that shit. Don't go on the course and the path that's going to make you unhappy. Go on the course and the path that you know is literally perfect for you. Ten of Pentacles. So when it comes to career, guys, you could have other people trying to influence your career or influence you where you should be. It doesn't matter who the person may be. At the end of the day, look over your options and make sure you're choosing what feels right for you. That is literally it. So make sure you do that, okay? Moving along here forward, what else do we got, Gemini, regarding your personal finance? How are personal finances looking for Geminis throughout the rest of this time period, please? How's personal finance looking? Boom, we got a Sun card, love it. We also got a Seven of Wands, and we got here a Six of Swords. I feel like a lot of you are really coming up with future plans when it comes to your personal finance. Sun card here is like, I'm happy because I'm putting away money. Seven of Wands, I'm restricting my spending, spending money on stupid shit and making sure that I'm putting that money towards something that's going to better my future. So I see Gemini saving up for something. You could be saving up for something big. Could be like a dream car, a dream home, a dream apartment. Maybe you're saving money right now for a rainy day, or maybe you're just doing what you can to make sure that you set aside in general so that you can make the proper investments with that money for the future. But I feel like you're being really smart with your finances actually in this time period. You are making sure you're restricting spending. You're not spending shit on, dumb shit. You're making sure that you're spending your money on the essentials, the needs, what you have to spend your money on, bills, etc. But it's not about spending money on the dumb stuff, Like, I don't need to spend money on a Louis Vuitton bag or spend money on like a crazy expensive pair of sneakers or shoes or whatever. Like, I know where I'm putting my money. So at the end of the day, you're making really, really smart financial decisions is what I'm feeling for you so far. But it's all about for the future. So maybe you're saving up for something, or maybe it's money for a rainy day, but you're making sure that you're setting yourself up for success, okay? I see some of you here could be opening up a Roth IRA. If you haven't done that, even if you have a 401k, Roth IRA, great way to go. Invest more money, up to $6,500 a year. I think if you're below 55 years of age, I think after 55 you can do 7,500, but it is a retirement account. You can invest your money in that account. Really cool thing. So if you're not opening a Roth, maybe try to open a Roth IRA in the future. It could be a great way to set yourself up, especially if you're younger. Okay, cool. So that's what we got for finances, personal finances, and your career. Let's check out your love sector, and then we'll go into your overall outcome. Okay, so let's start out with the single Geminis. What's going on for single Geminis in love during the rest of this time period? What do we got here for single Geminis? Boom, we got here a star. Wishing upon a star. I feel like you are looking for a counterpart for sure. So if you're a single Gemini, you're definitely looking for someone. You're interested in finding the right person for you. What else do we have though? 5 of Cups, and we have here 3 of Cups. So I think if you're a Gemini right now, it's like, I don't want to be single by choice. Like, I do want a partnership, and I'm a little disappointed that I haven't really found my person yet. But 3 of Cups here says, I got to keep on enjoying life. I can't live my life being unhappy that I haven't found the right person for me yet. Like, I need to do what I can to keep on enjoying myself and enjoying my life. My favorite thing to tell people about love is like, you don't find love, man. Love finds you. And think about it this way too. Depending upon where you're at in life, wouldn't it be better to find the most amazing partner when you're in the best place of your life that you can be versus the worst? Because if you're in a pretty shitty place in life, you might end up manifesting and attracting a pretty crappy partner. But if you took the time to live your best life, become the greatest version of yourself, what always ends up happening is you end up attracting your greatest partner because you've taken the time to make your life everything you wanted it to be and become the best version of you. Therefore, that amazing partner has to match your vibration. And therefore, when somebody's finally in vibrational resonance with you, they're going to resonate with the best versions of you. Okay, so I would say to single Geminis, don't worry so much about chasing love and finding love. Work on you, work on building the life you want, and love will find you, man. All right, it'll show up when you least expect it, always. Every single time love pops up, man, you're never seeing it coming. All right, moving along here forward, what's going on for the coupled Geminis throughout the rest of this time frame? End of March, early April. What's going on here for the couples? Let's check it out here, babe. What do we got? 9 of Pentacles here, Knight of Wands here, and the 3 of Wands paired to the 6 of Cups. Whoa. Went from the present to the past. Went from the best to the ex. Whoa, what's going on? I think for some couple Geminis here, 9 of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands could be potentially saying that the two of you right now are thinking about taking time from each other and being single. 3 of Wands here says, maybe we just need to see what's out there. Maybe we need to see what's on the other side. 6 of Cups here says, maybe it's time to leave this behind and leave this potentially in the past. Now, I don't want to spook Geminis who are in relationships. I'm here to tell you, if you're a Gemini in a relationship right now and your relationship is going super well, you have nothing to fear. This is not a breakup for you, but more than likely you'll know if this resonates to you. Because if you're a Gemini in a relationship right now and things haven't been going well between you and your person, you've thought about being single, like you've thought about letting go of them, they've thought about letting go of you. Like if you've had problems for a while, then chances are this breakup will resonate to you. But if you've been pretty golden with your person, I wouldn't be too concerned or too worried. So yeah, there's a potential breakup here for coupled Geminis. I think that you and your partner kind of just want to figure out what is on the other side? What else is out there? Because if we've been both feeling single rather than together, that isn't what a relationship should feel like. I think there's been a lot of distance that has been felt from both of you. And that distance has just put a wedge in the relationship to the point where it's like, if we can't feel close together, why be together? Why not see what else and whom else is out there? So I think that that's kind of the direction the relationship's going in, but I think it also is something that's a bit mutual too. It doesn't feel like it's one-sided to me. It feels pretty mutual, and I think that it's good in that respect that both of you explore other people, because it's kind of true, right? Like, if me and my partner don't feel close together and we don't feel connected like we used to, why bother having a relationship when we want to have that closeness and that connectivity with someone? Okay, so as tough as that may be, it is for the best when both of you are looking for someone that you can really resonate with, okay? All right, everybody. Geminis, it's overall outcome time. Let's see how we end this time period. What is going to be the overall outcome here for the Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout the rest of their March into early April? And what do we have? We have here the World. Yeah, your life is changing, guys. But you know what the World represents? It represents out with the old and in with the new. So things are going to be different, Gems, for sure. Things are definitely going to be different at this time. But I think it's different in a good way. You know, I mentioned to you, change is coming. And it may be a little bit slow, but it's steady. And as different as this life is, I think it's a much better timeline than what you were previously experiencing. So get ready, guys, to embrace a whole new timeline. Might be a little bit weird at first, but inevitably, you're going to see that it's pretty damn good too. All right, Gems? All right, baby. You guys had a pretty cool read, guys. I liked it. I appreciate you guys watching so much, so thank you for giving me the time if you did today. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. Of course, everybody, if you want personal reads, you can always check out the website, CancerMoonsTarot.com, link in the description below. But Geminis, have a lovely and amazing rest of your end of March into early April, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.